We've never had anything this nice in our home. It's just beautiful.
Connie and Bob Oman live in this cozy split-level home, which they built in Coon Rapids 4 decades ago. They recently finished a complete kitchen remodel, which had had a partial wall.
In 1984, you put a wall between the kitchen and dining living.
It was the first thing to go.
Taking out the wall between the kitchen and dining and opening up this space and doing new cabinets, countertop and backsplash, and the island, which I think is the greatest invention since the refrigerator.
They also replaced the old vinyl no-wax floor.
We did a white oak wood floor.
To help finance the kitchen remodel, Bob and Connie turned to the city's Home for Generations program, which offers guidance to homeowners and financial incentives for major interior remodeling projects.
The grant money was a great incentive, as well as the rebate on the building permits.
They're also doing some landscaping to increase their home's curb appeal.
And my husband loves landscaping.
And getting some help from son Nate. Home for Generations offers extra incentives for projects that include outdoor improvements as well. In order to qualify for the Home for Generations program, a home must be at least 20 years old and the remodeling project must be valued at $35,000 or more. Connie loves her new roll-out drawers and white cabinets. 10 months after the Omans began their remodeling journey, their home is as nice as it's ever been.
So happy with the results. It's beautiful.
If you'd like to see the Omans kitchen remodel, it will be one of 6 homes featured on the Coon Rapids Home Remodeling Tour coming up on Sunday, May 19th from noon to 4 p.m.
There's a new kind of entertainment experience in the North Metro that's hitting the mark when it comes to uniqueness, style, and fun. Stumpies Hatchet House, which opened earlier this year in Riverdale Village, is a premier destination for axe throwing.
People are so excited. They're so excited. Every person that walks in the door this was much needed here. We don't have anything to do with in the North Metro.
1 year ago, the City Council amended City Code to allow for indoor recreation uses in the Regional Shopping Zoning District, which covers Riverdale Village. Stumpies then got down to business, getting everything in order to open its doors.
Our whole entire Thanksgiving weekend was building the pit walls and that kind of stuff, so we couldn't have done it without our family and our friends 100%.
Those who've played say axe throwing isn't as hard as it may look. So far, most people who've walked through the doors have never thrown an axe before.
We have pit coaches here that know what they're doing, that are looking for the rotation of the axe, moving you back, moving you forward, depending on where your axe lands, how you stick it, that kind of thing. A lot of them want to ring the bullseye bell, so they're really focusing on the bullseye. Can I get a bullseye so I can ring the bell?
Stumpies also offers a digital throwing pit, which allows guests to play a variety of games, including Battleship. The owners wanted to create a homey atmosphere to encourage customers to stay and hang out when they are finished throwing. Along with food and drinks, there's games to play.
You know, the old motto, don't hire your family and friends, well, we did that. And we have had tremendous luck with it. I wouldn't do it any other way, to be completely honest. We just jive, and I think that all of our guests who come in here can see that. We all work together, we all play together.
On Thursday, second graders at Adams Elementary took delivery of 30 field desks to be used in their school forest program. A school forest is an outdoor classroom. Adams is one of about 150 school forests in Minnesota recognized by this unique DNR program. Master naturalist volunteers Michael and Pam Pegelkoff made and delivered the field desks using their own money. Adams was one of 4 schools in the state chosen this year to receive the gift.
We're just really grateful for Michael and Pam making these desks for us to use. We just got our school forest designation a year or so ago, and now here we are ready to get the kids outside for learning more.
Since 2010, the Picklekoffs have volunteered to make over 1,800 field desks for the DNR School Forest program. Adams is one of only 63 schools to get field desks.
We'll share 40 hours of work from the time we get the material, all the cutting up, and then the staining and everything else.
I think one of the first early deliveries that we did, a couple of the children came up to me and said, "Oh, this is so nice. Now I won't leave my crayons in this forest, and I won't leave this in the forest." And if they've got papers to do, they can either clipboard them or they can stick them inside and not have them blow in the wind.
While some second graders got to use the field desks right away, they are for any class to use. Meanwhile, others help plant dozens of trees, including white pine, in the Adams Red Hawk Ridge School Forest.
A fun event for families is coming up in just a few short weeks as the city marks National Public Works Week. The Coon Rapids Public Works Department is holding its annual open house on Saturday, May 18th from 10 a.m. to noon. Residents are invited to come check out the snowplows, tractors, and other big rigs used in the city. You can also tour the Public Works facility and learn more about the Coon Rapids Recycling Center. The open house is free and will be held rain or shine.
This is what we allow in the city of Coon Rapids. This is a recreational fire.
Backyard recreational fires 3 feet wide by 3 feet high are allowed without a permit, but keep in mind some of the safety rules for a rec fire.
And the most important thing is you want to have a responsible adult at the fire at all times.
Following the rules is all the more important this year. It's been particularly dry, creating a greater fire risk. You should only use clean, dry, seasoned wood for your rec fire and never burn leaves.
The smoke is horrible for the residents and your neighbors.
If you're caught burning leaves, you'll be fined $75. And think about the wind conditions before you even start a fire.
If the wind speed is over 15 miles per hour, you cannot have a recreational fire. And if you have a lot of trees and leaves in your yard, do not have a rec fire. Clean up those leaves.
And always be prepared with at least one way to extinguish the fire.
Extinguisher can put out the fire if it gets out of control, or if it's time to end for the night, you need to put it out.
A regular garden hose nozzle often does the trick.
You just want to extinguish the fire when you're done. Douse it down, spray it a little bit more, make sure it's out.
Remember, you are allowed to have a recreational fire between 8 a.m. and midnight. An adult must be present at all times. Keep children at least 5 feet away from the fire. Fires must be 25 feet from any building or structure, and be considerate of your neighbors. Backyard recreational fires are meant to bring friends together for fun. For more recreational fire safety tips, check out the city's website.
Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, April 16th City Council meeting. The council approved 2 new ordinances this week, the first relating to the regulation of pet stores. The ordinance prohibits a pet store from selling or otherwise transferring dogs and cats. City staff says research has found that a significant number of puppies and kittens sold at pet stores come from large-scale commercial breeding facilities where there's health and welfare concerns. Pet stores in Coon Rapids can still collaborate with animal shelters, rescue organizations, and animal control to showcase dogs and cats available for adoptions. The second ordinance approved Tuesday night relates to charitable gambling. It removes the restriction on dispensing-only locations and allows nonprofit organizations to operate 5 full gambling sites, utilizing any type of games legally allowed by the state. The ordinance also increases the required contribution to the city from 5% to 7%. We are just over 6 months away from the presidential election, and voters in one Coon Rapids precinct will vote in a new location this year. Residents of Precinct 2-3 will vote at Sand Creek Elementary School. They previously voted at Presbyterian Church of the Master, but due to reorganization and internal changes, the church is no longer available as a polling site.
Do hereby proclaim Miss Coon Rapids Sophia Model to be a Coon Rapids Ambassador of Goodwill.
The crowning achievements of several young ladies were recognized at this week's City Council meeting. Mayor Jerry Cook presented proclamations to Miss Coon Rapids Sophia Model, Miss Coon Rapids teen Abigail Silikov, and the 2024 Junior Royalty, all crowned during the Snowflake Day celebration earlier this year. They represent and give back to the community through various service projects during the year. And that's a quick recap of the Tuesday, April 16th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel.
Welcome to the Coon Rapids Civic Center. We are conveniently located off of Highway 10 and Hanson Boulevard with plenty of on-site parking for you and your guests. You and your guests will enter the Civic Center through the main doors located at the south end of the City Center building. Come on in. Our banquet and meeting rooms are conveniently located just a few short steps down the hallway, along with our restrooms. The banquet room consists of 3 separate rooms that open up to one another. When both walls are open, the room can seat up to 230 guests comfortably. Civic rooms A and B each seat 80 guests, and when the wall is open, 160 guests can be comfortably seated. Both Civic Rooms A and B have direct access to the rear courtyard with tables and seating for your guests, lawn space for games and gatherings, and the gazebo where we host many weddings throughout the year. Yes, we've even hosted a December wedding. Civic Room C is used as a meeting room during the week and as a party room over the weekend. As a meeting room, Civic Room C seats 45 attendees at classroom-style tables. As a party room, Civic Room C seats 60 guests at round tables. Plus, there is room for tables for food, beverages, gifts, and displays. Beyond the patio area outside of Civic Rooms A and B is a gazebo with a beautiful lawn area with room enough to seat 230 of your closest friends. You are welcome to decorate with floral sprays, tulle, and twinkle lights. White wedding chairs are available for rent. Our commercial kitchen is available to everyone with an event that day. You are welcome to use the large refrigerator, the microwave oven, and the ice maker. To keep your food warm, we encourage you to bring roasting pans or crock pots, or even chafing dishes. In addition to the banquet room, the Civic Center also features 3 meeting rooms. The Arts and Crafts room is perfect for scout meetings or birthday parties with its large tables, counter space, and sink with running water. The conference room features a large table with seating for 14, plus additional seating along the wall. We hope you visit the Coon Rapids Civic Center soon and consider us for your next gathering.
Did you know Coon Rapids has a city code regulating the height of your grass? Grass and weeds must be kept under 8 inches high. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Have you seen the CTN TV truck driving around the city of Coon Rapids? Maybe at a concert or a game at Coon Rapids High School. Our top-notch crew has won many awards over the years. In fact, the crew covers over 100 events per year, including graduations, parades, and city concerts. For local sports and events, CTN has you covered.